What's up, guys? Just getting back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a review for Aew Dynamite and stuff. And this was an embarrassing video. Show. I didn't mean to say video, but yeah, it's gonna get to you'll know why this is embarrassing. I'll tell you in a couple minutes. Yeah. So here we go. Short Strickland. The Dabby Yapper Justin Roberts is shown in the ring, and he begins the introductions for our opponent contest, which is an AEW World Championship eliminator bout. Samoa Joe's theme hits, and now comes the AEW World Champion for the first match of the evening. As he makes his way out, he is attacked from behind by Short Strickland. Joe's scheduled opponent for AEW Dynasty. Joe fights back, but Swerve ends up spearing him through a table, leaning against the guardrail. Joe is out as officials make Swerve heads to the back. Alright, we see security and officials helping Joe as they clear up the chaos. Excalibur sends us into a video package. I almost ruined my video. Into a video package looking back at Trent's recent heel turn. Back live, Renee Paquette is outside the locker room of Orange Cassidy. She says Friday at Rampage, Cassidy will have a match and he will address the heartless actions of Trent. First match is Al Copeland, who is a champion, versus Penta Zellmetal. Back inside the arena, the theme for Penta Zellmetal hits, and out he comes with the Alex Ambrientis for our real opening contest. He makes his way to the ring for the scheduled TNT Championship contest against reigning champion Al Copeland. As after Penta sells into the ring to a big pop, music dies down. The theme for his opponent hits. Out comes the radar superstar to a huge power from the Charleston crowd as he sells in the ring. The commentators promote his trios match schedule for the upcoming AEW Dynasty pay-per-view. The bell sounds official overrunning with this one. The two drop at each other. Adam shoves his back. Penta pipe faces him. Copeland goes after him, but Penta ducks, hits the ropes, and blasts him with the spear. He goes for the cover, but Copeland kicks out. Penta hits a double stomp off the top rope. Copeland rolls out to the floor to regroup. Excalibur runs down what is scheduled for tonight's show as the official match graphics flash through the screen. Penta blasts Copeland with the big chop that sends the radar superstar back out to the floor. I regroup again as we head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Copeland fight back into competitive form, but ultimately Penta takes over again as we head to a second mid-match commercial break. Upon returning, we see Copeland hit a wild power slam on the hard part of the ring apron, and a countdown clock appears on the screen, counting down to the Young Bucks exclusive all-in footage. Back in the ring, Penta takes over again, but ends up springboarding into spear from Copeland for the win. After the match, the lights go out, and when they come back on, Julia Hart is standing in the ring. Brody King attacks Copeland from behind. Willow Nightingale comes out and attacks Hart. Hart sprays miss, but runs off. Copeland knocks King out to the floor. So winner and still TNT champion out Copeland. Alright. Backstage, we're seeing Renee Paquette with Chris Jericho, Hook, and Kajari Sabata talks in a cocky fashion about how if they listen to him, they'll breathe the rarefied air. That's Chris Jericho. I hate reading sometimes. Jericho walks off, and Shibata plays some translation audio on his phone to react. What's his deal? He also tells Paquette through the phone app that he likes her necklace. After that, the Young Bucks exclusive online footage is promoted as coming up next. We head to another commercial break. Alright, when we return, we see Mark Briscoe and Ian Kingston talking backstage when up comes Al Copeland and Will Nightingale. Copeland wants to make sure Briscoe and Kingston are good to join him for the Trills action of AWIC. They assure him they are. Copeland and will challenge Julia Hart and Brody King for next week. You ready for this? This is where it gets embarrassing. Excalibur sends us to the Young Bucks, who are seated in front of a monitor. They talk about their upcoming match at Aew Dynamite 2024, then mention their bout at All In. This leads to them talking about the issue with Jack Perry, the scapegoat, at All In. They bring up the other individual who happens to be best friends with FTR. They ask if FTR are the masterminds behind this whole thing. They decide it's unprofessional to make assumptions on public platforms and take that back. Clear dig at CM Punk. They um, they bring up respective journalists and needing answers to what happened. They show the footage for real, and it's very much nothing. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Like, they show Jack Perry and CM Punk fighting and stuff, so and it's really nothing. So it was such an embarrassment. With no audio, of course. We see CM Punk storm out to Jack Perry after Perry's match in this ring gear with Samoa Joe nearby waiting for their match, which was on next. Punk shows Perry and snatches up a front choke as Joe ran and held onto Perry from behind. It was very quickly broken up. Punk pushed past the security guard him and walked off after intentionally going off camera to at someone and presumably Tony Khan. Um, they say the worst part after this, with FTR trying to shake their hands, um, back inside the arena where FTR comes out to the ring. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler upset as why we're showing stupid crap like what we just saw. That's because it's the Young Bucks. We can't let go of the fact they lost at AEW, and then bring up AEW Dynasty and call the Young Bucks petty little bitches. Dax says that's our boss, huh? Or who we work for. He mentions how the Bucks constantly remind everyone there wouldn't be AEW without them. He says he doesn't even disagree with that because if it wasn't for them, hell, he might still be shaving Wheeler's back, referencing the goofy crap they were made up to do in WWE. I remember that was stupid. As a rival, he says they do what they do for the fan, who buys one ticket to get lost in their drama. Top guys out. See, now you know why that was embarrassing, because it's really nothing. Alright, let's go to the next segment. I mean, I wish this was beer or whatever alcohol. Okay, the upcoming for the video package for the upcoming match between Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay airs. The match will take place on Sunday, April 21st at Dynasty. I have zero expectations. I mean, I will join the match, but the pay per view, I don't know. Okay. Anyways, Renee then interviews Ospreay. Ospreay says he is making 10-hour flights every week and still delivering some of the best professional matches at anyone has seen, and says no one is in position to tell him what the grind is all about. Ospreay says you don't not throw stones at an assassin with the machine gun. Ospreay says younger and better men have tried to take shots at him and failed, but Danielson is a living legend. Ospreay says he cannot call himself the best wrestler in the world until he beats Danielson at Dynasty. Ospreay says it is his time to show everyone what it's all about. Yeah, what he is all about. What he brings up to the table, and why is he and why is the ace in AEW and stuff. Alright, next match is Chris Jericho and Hook and Kajari Shibata versus Shin Taylor. I'm sorry guys, I'm moving too much. I'm trying to stay awake while reading this. Back inside the arena, the theme for Lionheart, Chris Jericho hits and outcomes the Hook at bat symbol flashes on the ceiling as Action Bronson and plays, and out comes FTR champion Hook. Okay, guys. Finally, with his trademark red towel, Japanese star Kajori Shibata makes his way out. The trio still inside the ring for our next match of the evening. Next is the Chain Taylor Promotions trio of Taylor and Anthony Ogogo, Lee Moriarty. Best time for showing this one, Chris Jericho and Marley Mori kick things off for their respective teams. Jericho drops Moriarty with a shot and follows with a few respective drops Moriarty with the shoulder tackle and connects with the line saw for a 2 count. Let's see. Alright, Jericho sends Moriarty to the corner and falls with the corner clothesline. Jericho drops Moriarty with the Hurricane and Shibata tags in. Shibata and Moriarty exchange shots at Shibata delivers a round kick to Moriarty back. Taylor tags in as does Hook and delivers body shots. Go kicks Hook in the back, and then Taylor drops him with the clothesline as the show heads to a commercial. When we return from the break, Shibata gets the hot tag and helps his team fight back into competitive form. Moriarty comes back in for the STP team and shifts the offensive momentum back in his team's favor as the crowd tries to rally behind Shibata. Jericho and Hook gets in a showing match argument on the floor. Meanwhile, Shibata slaps a choke on Moriarty. The ref distracted isn't watching as Terry hits a cheap shot. Moriarty falls up for the win, and after the match, Hook and Jericho argue with some more. Hook tells Jericho to take a hike. He does. Hook helps Shibata up and poses with him for fans. All right, next. Oh yeah, so winner is Chain Taylor Promotions. Kazuchika Okada versus Cristiano Argenta, whatever. Backstage, Renee Paquette standing with the fire up Dustin Rhodes, who talks up again about having nothing to lose, everything to gain, going into his title eliminator bout with Samoa Joe later tonight, which we learn is still on despite short strictness attack of Jericho at the heart of the show. Inside the arena, we hear the famous sounds of the theme song for Kazuchika Okada. Out comes the Rainmaker for our next match of the evening. Over in the ring, his opponent for tonight, Cristiano or Genta Agenda, where the bell sounds are for sure running with this one. After all of 2 minutes, the bell sounds again. The Japanese legend with ease and nothing happening. Squash match. So after the match, Okada gets on the mic. Hey Pac, I accept your challenge. I'll see you at Dynasty. The crowd pops. It appears it's official. The theme for Pac hit. And out comes the bastard to a big pop. He stared down at the stared down the AEW Intercontinental Champion. Then begins walking to the ring. The Young Bucks run down and attack him from behind. They bring him in the ring, and all 3 beat him down. So Baymaster game backstage. We are shown footage of the Baymaster Game's attack at ROH Supercard of Honor, and then we shoot back Goliath, Jay White, and Guns, who go about it retaining that 6-man tag team championship, and being White gave Billy he says he felt so good, but he thinks he'll do it again on Rampage. He says should we go on that? Oh shit, hold on. He says he felt so good about it, he thinks he'll do it again on Rampage. If you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. Guns up. I got 2 words for you. Commercial break. Okay, Times Tony Star, Charleston Championship champion, toast to Thunder Rosa. When we return from the break, we see Renee Paquette on the entrance stage. She says it's time for the Timeless Tony Storm Charleston Championship. Toast to Rosa. Out comes the who never lost the women's championship in the ring. From there, the reigning AEW Women's Champion and Rosa's down opponent for AEW Dynasty tries to make her way out. Paquette pulls the bottle of champagne and asks if she can have some too. The cups are poured, and then Storm throws a drink in Rosa's face and attacks her. Neon Perazu comes out and to make the save. When Rosa comes to, she is Perazu, and Perazu just walk off. Okay, next match is Mario May versus Anna Jay. I need another drink. So anyways, um, as Storm, shit, as Storm and Rosa are still being kept apart, the theme for Mario May hits out. She comes for a scheduled match. She jumps in with Storm before making her way down to the ring. She tells inside this and the theme for her opponent is out comes Anna Jay. Bell sounds are for sure warning with this one. After some back and forth action, we see May land a big headbutt that sends Jay out to the floor to regroup. As May goes after her, we shift gears into mid-match commercial break. As that match continues, when we return, we see some more action with May and Jay, each having their moments in the ring. May wins via pinfall out of nowhere. There seemed to be some confusion with the finish afterwards. Anna, upset over losing, has a Queen Star choke on May. Stardom's Mina Shirakawa runs out to make the save and then shares a big kiss with May. Yeah, that was hot. Alright, Tony Schiavone sits down with Mercedes. We shoot backstage to Tony Schiavone's recent sit-down interview with Mercedes Moné. The CEO talks about arriving to the scene in AEW and confirms her in-ring debut for AEW or AEW Double Nothing to Hesitate for, which is next month. She talks about how devastating her match with Willow Nightingale was before she came to AEW, but because it resulted in an injury, it cost her a chance at becoming the first ever NJPW Strong, which means New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion. As she continues to talk, the lights go out and we hear some chaos as Shivani yells in the dark for someone to turn on the lights. When the lights finally came on, come back on, we see Monet laid out as Shivani yells for help as we head to another commercial break. Alright, main event time, AEW World Championship Eliminator match, Samoa Joe versus Dustin Rhodes. Yep, main event time. The theme for the natural hits, and out comes Dustin Rhodes for his nothing to do, everything to gain opportunity. He sells in the ring to a good reaction from the crowd. Charleston Booth looking all business ahead of our main event of the evening. Samoa Joe's tune hits and fresh off the attack at the hands of Swerve. Strickland start to comes beating up Joe, who was Swerve's chain with him. He sells in the ring for our next main event of the evening. As the fans chant Joe, Joe, is to the beat of his music. After that, the final formal introductions go out of his way, and the bell sounds for shelf running. Rhodes gets off to a good start, but it isn't long enough before Joe is dominating the action. As we head to a mid-match commercial break, we see Joe beating on Dustin at ringside as Dustin's head is busted open and bleeding after being set into a steel ring post. When we return from the break, we see Dustin connect with the super fast slam as Joe was coming off the ropes. That allows the natural to get his first prolonged offensive run off the boot. He is code red for a close near fall attempt. He has a crossroads to another close pin attempt as he has blood flowing from his own dome. Damn. Joe takes back over and then grabs short chain from the corner that he brought to the ring. The ref stops him from using it, but he is getting rid of the chain. Joe grabs the AEW Championship, World Championship, and nails Dustin with behind the ref's back from the win. After the match, Joe puts his choke on Dustin. Swerve runs out to make the save. Swerve hits Joe with the house call finisher. He grabs his chain and wraps up and hits Joe with then blasts with the world champ with the knockout punch. He whips Joe with the chain, landing to Joe. Excuse me, Joe scrambling out of the ring. Swerve goes out after him, but is held back by a ton of security. Prince Nana hands Swerve the AEW World Championship, which is, he takes a close look at Nana, as Nana does his goofy dance. Joe's bulge out of his gate, bulge out of his seeing this. I'm sorry, guys. Swerve holds the title up in the air and poses with it as Excalibur runs down the lineups for AEW programming later this week. That's how this visual airs and all that stuff. So winner is Samoa Joe. So it was an okay show, but not the best. It was embarrassment because of the VO thing of CM Punk and Jack Perry and stuff, and all the fans chanted CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, you know. But I was like, this is embarrassing, man. Like, who would do this? You know, I wouldn't. But yeah. Anyways, that was it for this video, and hope you like it. And not subscribe, favorite, all that stuff, and whatever you don't, I don't care. But anyways, that was it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.